Welcome to episode 12. You know what that means. Time for another exciting episode of Uniquely Brutal, the podcast of fine arts and farts. Holy shit. I as always, never planned for this, but it will be sometime in the future where I am planned for this. I have a fucking notebook thingy that I have. It's not really a notebook, it's a sketchbook, but I keep notes in it now, so that way, if I make a mistake in the previous episode, I'll jot it down here and I'll fix it in the next one. Not really, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. But I kind of write down in jot so I don't forget to say certain things, because almost every single goddamn episode, I forget a topic, or a story I wanted to tell, or something like that, or a new product I'm working on, a new kind of artwork, blah, 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 blah. I'm just, it's another podcast of a crazy person rambling. So, yeah, this is Holy Shit, episode 12. We are a dozen in, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm doing it, And, okay, hold on. Totally forgot about you. I'm so sorry. Oh, come here, girl. It's okay. Oh, yeah, boo boo. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Good. So, anywho, I today wanted to do some planned things. It's a little bit of a planned show today. Little bit. We are getting to the normal stuff. I definitely got more farts to share with you. I don't feel any in my gut currently, so I don't think we'll record any live farts on this particular recording. But, hey, if one comes up, I will certainly rise up so you can see my gut, and then see my gut push out that fucking fart through the fucking ass, and then it'll be nice and pleasant, and I'm sure you'll like it. And then you'll tell all your friends about my podcast, and they'll come and watch me, and they'll realize, what the fuck did I get myself into? And then they'll just keep watching, and keep watching, and keep watching, and then they realize I am digging this show. I'm digging this crazy person just talking through his mind, and it's not being filtered. It's a raw and uncut dick. It's partially edited, but mostly it's very long form. My podcasts are long form. They can go. This might go up to 2 hours. You'll know that when you look at the YouTube tab, and you'll see like, oh, the video's this long. There you go. What the fuck was I gonna do? I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna take a drink of some good old root beer. It's do it out of the pitcher because I don't have rights to mug. I don't think it matters at all. I'm not even sponsored by anyone except my nipples. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm gonna put this notebook down a little bit because I had a long goddamn day, and what is a good way to end a long, grueling, just agonizing, it wasn't that bad. I'm a janitor. How bad that can be. It's not like I'm a janitor for like the White House. That'd be a bitch job to have, because you're being drug tested. And it's not like I'm a janitor at, fucking Area 51 or Black Mesa. That would, oh, Jesus. I couldn't tell I couldn't tell anybody, any of my close family friends where I'm working at, because it's like, I can't mention like, oh, today I had a great job at, great day at Black Mesa. I just, I made some coffee for the scientists. I cleaned up after the Vortigaunt shit, and there's a weird fucking head crab thing he dissected on the table, and lots of other strange things. But no, I would never get that job because I don't have the brain capacity for it, as I'm sure you can tell by listening to me just rambling. Anywho, good day to end off a day. Fucking dab. This is not black tar heroin. This is Rick Simpson's oil. It's natural. It's it's really pollen from the cannabis plant, and it's a very concentrated form. I love to dab it. You can also have it orally too. This is a cancer killer. Rick Simpson's oil kills cancer. A lot of people don't know that, but it can actually I very much prefer to take Rick Simpson's oil than to take chemotherapy, which was discovered basically through a Nazi scientist, spraying people with mustard gas, and that's how chemotherapy was invented. So that's why I'm not too keen on chemo. But I'm keen on ketos, even though I'm never going to be ketos myself. Maybe someday. Maybe if I have a horrific heart attack and it brings me to almost the brink of death where I have to do ketos, like Kevin Smith, and then ketos will be fun, Then it'll be great to starve yourself for 5 days and then reset your entire immune system. It's actually not a bad idea. Kevin Smith did that. 5-day fasting. Not technically starving. He did drink water. Just water. Just wah-wah. His gut biome wasn't getting anything else but the H2O and the minerals and vitamins within it. That's it. 5 days. 110 hours. Fuck that shit. I can't do that. But you know who beat him? You know who beat that record? James Franco. He beat it in 127 hours. I'm just fucking kidding with you. And he cut off his arm at the end. Great movie, by the way. You should check it out. Oh, god damn it. I know, you're going to poop whenever. Yeah, I got to be careful not to have you over my dabbing utensil. I don't want poop on my dab nail. Okay. Say hello. Wave your hand. Oh, okay. I won't touch you. Okay. Oh, now you're gonna dance, huh? Wiggle, wiggle. Gonna dance it up. I can't even do that fucking disc. Stand alive, stand alive. See, I don't know the lyrics of that song, but she was dancing like that. It'll get a go disco dancing, go. You. Sorry, little girl, I'll be careful of the flame. So, how was your guys' Tuesday today? As you know, I do my video diaries on Tuesdays, because, I don't know. I feel like Tuesdays are my longest work days, because Tuesdays are my true Monday. I work on Mondays too, but only for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours at the most. So, Tuesdays, where I'm working about 8 hours, it used to be 4 to 6, now it's 8 hours. At the end of that long day, and by the way, I'm only working part-time. There are some fuckers out there working full-time, working way harder and way longer hours than I do. I salute you, man. If you're especially a Peckham worker at the assembly line or anything else like. My friend works at Peckham, so yeah. My brother used to. He was at the call center, and then they fired him because of his previous history with marijuana. He was cleaned of it at the time, but they still fired him because of his previous use. And here's the thing, they didn't want to fire him. They're like, God damn it, we don't want to do this by the higher ups and they're fucking... We don't want to fire you. You show up to work every day. You're one of our best workers. You're great with talking with people. We don't want to get rid of you. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid in a bad way. In a good way, bad way. Because Brian left it my brother left with a big smile on his face like, ha ha ha. They fired me because the system is broken. Not that I did anything bad. Okay, here we go. One of the downsides of dabbing, when you hit it through a bong, you get some residue on your lip, and it looks like shit. Excuse me, girl. Stay right there. Ooh! Just a raw, uncut dick. I don't know, man. I like taking monster coughs. Now, some of you are wondering, is dabbing better than smoking? Yes, it is. Way better. But is it healthy for you, period? Probably not, but, again, way better than smoking. And if you have asthma, don't even think about it. Don't even dab. Worry about your goddamn lungs. Honestly, if you have asthma, you shouldn't be inhaling anything but air. But do what you want. It's your lungs, your body, your asthma. Joey Diaz grew out of his asthma. They gave him, as a kid, the inhaler thing, and he had it for 10 days. Got rid of it after that. His mom said, I don't remember exactly what she said. She either said, don't let people see you use it, or just fucking throw it away. Don't throw it away. Don't use it. People are going to make fun of you, because people did back then, in the 70s. They make fun of you if you're using the inhaler. Oh, it's super common. I'm lucky I do not have asthma. My lungs are actually pretty great. And some of you are probably pissed off at me. Man, if your lungs are great, why are you doing this to your lungs? They don't look too great. Well, I just inhaled a bunch of pollen. That tends to happen if you inhale a bunch of pollen. You're going to cough like a motherfucker. But it doesn't stick to your lungs like radioactive tobacco does. You know, that shit's fucking horrible. The stuff the tobacco companies, I mean, those cigarettes, the Marlboros, the fucking, whatever those pre-rolls, store-bought fucking cigarettes are grown with radioactive fertilizer and lots of other chemicals that are so big. The list is so big of all those chemicals on those, they can't even put it on the packet of cigarettes. Dude, if they were to put, it's so long, the list of chemicals that they put into growing the fucking, the tobacco. If they, not only that list wouldn't be able to fit on that cigarette cartridge. If you were to actually put all the ingredients on a warning list on the cigarette cartridge, it would come in a thing that, you know, those things that'd be like, okay, you get in the cereal box, it'd be like you get a prize or something on the inside, or whatever the fuck. Sometimes they're on the inside of newly opened DVD boxes or something like, I don't know. It's like a plastic film that you tear off, and there's a little tiny booklet or a thingy that just unravels, and it's just a long, just a list, just this huge motherfucking thing, and you can just fold it back up, and it could fit just a little square back on the fucking cartridge of the cigarette box. That's what they would have to do if they were actually put labels of all the ingredients on the cigarette cartridge. Isn't that something? That's fucking crazy. That's just insane. That's why I don't smoke those. If I'm to smoke tobacco, I prefer naturally grown tobacco. No chemical additives, no pesticides, I want to grow tobacco that bugs can safely eat, and they'll be fine. That's what I... Same thing with my veggies and fruit. Honestly, if I see bugs in it, I know it's healthy. Yeah, sure, I'll get you some chewed up parts. Whatever. It's still fucking good. You just fucking wash the bugs off. No big fucking deal. Still tastes just the same. Maybe even better. The bugs might enhance the flavor. You know? We don't need pesticides. Fuck that shit. Pesticides are... I'm just going to go around on pesticides. Pesticides are just bullshit. There's a whole... Sorry. Put these back on. There's a whole, to me, a fucking business conspiracy, if you will, of people, this whole big corporations, and they're trying to destroy somehow the wildlife or take away the ability for us to be able to sustain ourselves so they can always depend on us. I mean, I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why, honeybees are disappearing. The bees are going. What the fuck? This has been going on for years. There's been a drop-in of bees, dude. I remember them talking about that over a decade ago. A long fucking time ago. The bees going away. What's going on? Paul Stamets says there's a very possibility it might be Varroa. Very bad fucking things they are, and they can take out a hive overnight. It is possible. But I think it's also possible that they might have something to do with the excessive use of cell phone towers around. And insects cannot fly around cell phone towers. Or if they do, they get super disoriented and shit. And she's not disoriented at all. But they get fucking... Bees fly around these, and all these new 5G towers are going up too. All new 5G towers. You want to go there? You want to go there? You go there. You go there. Does everyone want to go? Okay. This is all new 5G towers. Okay? The bees cannot fucking fly around that shit. As soon as they turn those things on, they go, oh fuck, I gotta land. Therefore, they cannot pollinate. Therefore, they cannot spread the pollen to the plants. Therefore, the plants cannot cross-pollinate and create their, offspring seeds for the capability to, flower. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not a scientist. Sometimes hey, how you doing? Look. There, and weeds too. Why? How come? When was dandelions a weed? When the fuck was that a weed? When was milkweed a weed? A bad thing. It's known as a bad thing. Kill it. Spray it. We just want straight grass. Just a sheet of grass. What the fuck is up with that shit? What? Dude, bees love dandelions. We can eat dandelions. That's free food in the backyard. Free fucking food in the backyard. Why are they creating these products that are kill all these weeds, kill all these insects too? Fucking wasp spray or bug spray. Here's the thing. You can make your homemade bug spray that makes insects and mosquitoes want the fucking nothing to do with you, but it's not going to hurt them. You can do that shit. There's remedies you can make online. Online. There's remedies you can make from instructions you can learn online and shit. And going back to your spot, I see. Bees use those dandelions. They use the milkweeds. Wasps are pollinators too, buddy. Buddies. Wasps and bees are our friends. They sting you because they're like, hey, you're about to step on our fucking hive. Or, hey, don't get too close to us. Hey, come on. Our hive's right here. Can you you see, you're about to fucking split it. We're going to attack you. That's it. They're actually letting you, it's a warning as in, like, hey, we're trying to survive here. You're about to kill us. We're just attacking back to let you know. And here's this thing. Stings do not kill you, unless you're allergic. Sorry, my bad. But doesn't that take multiple stings? Like a lot of fucking stings? Like a fucking 100 or 50 or maybe even 10 stings? I don't know how many stings it can take for... Actually, you know what? I'm an idiot. Some people could take just one fucking sting and they could go into arrest. I feel like a dick now. I'm sorry. Shit. Fuck. But still, if you're allergic to them, you need to fucking be careful where you go, unless there's a beehive right outside your front door where you always come out in and out of where you work, and your hat sits in the way, and you're gonna get rid of it. Alright, well, just call Fuck, you may have to kill just those beehives, though, just because they're in your doorway, though. You're always gonna go in and out of there. You can't just fucking not go in and out of there just because some bees decide to make a hive there. Wasps. Now being sympathetic. Okay. That was a good hit. Okay. Well, anywho. How many minutes are we in? Holy shit, 21 minutes. Well, it's been a good 21 minutes. I don't know why I moved that up. Where's my book? Because I wrote down shit. Now intro. All right. I want to talk about a story. Oh shit! I need to insert farts in there somewhere. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. All right. Few episodes back, I don't remember which one. I remember I explained at one point that I used to be like a creepy dude. Like, I'm still kind of a creepy dude. Obviously, with this podcast, it's really creepy. I'm making diarrhea stories and shit like that. And we're the very cute videos. Yeah, I like fucking with people. I'm a comedian. What can I say? I'm a comedian with a really fucked up mindset, and not to mention, I am insane to begin with. Hello, guy. But I do. That's why I do these weird things to help with my insanity. I grow weird. I make weird creations. I grow triumphs and stuff. Like they're actual. I grow dinosaurs. To be honest, they're tribes. Anyone can do it. I'm sorry. You can. I'm being like I'm special. Anyone can go online and order tribes, but no one can get them as big as I can. I can get these guys as monsters. You are tickling my fucking forehead. You. Chill. Okay. Forgot what I was talking about. Totally forgot. Anywho, yeah, that's why I do these weird things to help me cope, you know, with my weird mental illness that I have. That's why I'm very strange, you know. I'm very odd. I'm very creative, but odd. I'm very, intelligent in ways of of insects and the history of artwork, and also my obsession with farts. And I'm also odd. It's very odd. It's just all fucking odd. Yeah. It's just I'm just a weird guy. But that's why I love doing these things. I love creating artwork. I love creating all sorts of weird, cool, interesting things. I'm an innovative guy. I'm a storyteller. I'm a writer. I'm a illustrator. I'm just a freaking insane motherfucker. You're tickling me. Don't go back there. Hello. Hi. Go right there. Yes. There we go. So, without further ado, I'm going to further ado. No. The further ado ain't going to come till later. I'm going to tell you a story. So, I'd say now and back at least between, 2020, and I'm still getting better. I'm not even perfect now. I'm still fucking up at times right now. But where I am at my life, I want to say at 2018, I want to say there's a point where people are like, okay, I'm kind of figuring things out. And literally was about around 2018. I want to say it was around 2018. I'm figuring things out, but I'm still stupid. I'm still like, I don't know, fucking know. Dude, imagine 5 years from now, we're going to be like, man, 2023, I started figuring things out. And now I'm kind of, I don't fucking know. Who fucking knows? But, so. Before 2018, I was much more stupid, but still an interesting guy. Even back in high school, which I graduated in 2020, 2012. I can't even say it. 2012. Jesus. I graduated 2012. I can't even say it with starting with 20. Jesus. 2012. 2012. Okay. Whew. 2020 has been a fucked up year, let me tell you. So, graduated 2012. Even before then, people thought I was an interesting dude. Even looking back then, like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure. I mean, I was sophomore homecoming king, 10th grade, just for being one of the weirdest guys in school. But yet nice. That's one thing. I always tried to be nice to everybody. I tried to be as nice as I can be. I probably wasn't nice all the time, but I want to say like 99% of the time I was pretty fucking nice. I don't know the actual percentage, but I always carry myself nice. But when I would like certain girls that I had crushes on, I would still always be nice, but I'd act a little too odd. It'd be creepy. Sometimes it'd be very creepy, like kind of serial killer creepy. And I didn't meant it or even realize it at the time. So I was kind of a cool guy, if you know what I mean. A cool guy is a term used in your mom's house. It's basically based on a person who is super creepy in the bad ways, bad vibes, and like, kind of unsettling most of the time. So that's a cool guy. I was a cool guy, but not in the kind of the best way when it comes in terms to when I was attracted to certain females and I tried to show my love and affection towards them. It didn't exactly come off so well a lot of the times because I didn't know. I wasn't aware of it. I mean, I got a story to explain that. And fuck, I even got one other one I can just chime in for a little bit. And I'm not going to give off any names. That is rude. I do not hate these women. I kind of understand their stance and their point. I think I blocked both of them. I know I unblocked one of them, and just they're in the ether, and I'm sure they've seen me here and there, and they've just removed me from, like, I don't want to see you from, like, on Facebook. And they're like, oh, remove. I just don't want to see that person's face. You know, I'm sure they probably did that to me. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, I have to check the blocking list and probably unblock the other one as well. But either way, when I see either of them, whatever, they turn the other way. And it would just be nice if they just didn't do that. If they would just walk past and go, a quick nod, whatever, just, you know. They don't have to say hello. They don't have to do any of that. You know, they don't have to even nod. They just don't have to turn and their head down and walk the other way. They could just pretend I'm a ghost. I don't know. But I feel like they are still afraid for their lives about me. Like, I still thought maybe I still give off serial killer vibes to them. I don't know. Even though, of course, they completely don't interact with me at all. As soon as they see me, they go, whoop, oh, let's walk the other way. And here's the thing. I'm going to explain those stories of what has happened. And I want to go in depth. And I'm just, this is like one of those things where I fucked up now. Now I'm completely different. How I kind of, I don't necessarily flirt with people. Now how I do it is just, I instantly go right to it. I play my fart videos or audios and all different diarrhea humor right that I tell to the girl, and if she doesn't like it, I know right away, hey, you're not my kind of audience and you're not the kind of girl that I would kind of date. And if they laugh and they absolutely enjoy the humor, then I'm like, okay, they enjoy it, they're great, they're going to enjoy the kind of person I am. Because if they enjoy that, they're going to enjoy all the other shit, because I'm really fucked up. But at least I'm nice to hang around with. I'm a fun guy to hang around with. You know, I love to strike conversations. I love to go deep. That's my thing. It's really fucking hard to go deep when I'm just talking to a webcam right now. But I'm talking to you, the audience, and I'm just pretending you're a big mute creature right here with a big, like, 9 eyeballs. And you're just like this weird fucking thing. And like, I'm going to have a conversation with you, sir. You're this weird interdimensional creature that I've no, like, that's like really fucking weird and like... Oh, just floating there. It's something out of Dungeons and Dragons or something. I don't even know. But, okay. Anyway. I'm going to tell you some interesting stories. Which one should I... Oh, you're right. That's a good one, too. I should write that. Okay. That bitch. Okay. Let's go into one particular one first. Now, this particular chick, back in high school, I want to talk about 2 girls, particularly. Only 2 girls tonight, but I think that mainly happened with 2 of them. I can't think of any other women. Because that's the thing about me. Most girls that have interactions with me have had a great time. They're like, wow, he was a fun guy. That guy, I'm not good at fucking doing impressions of everybody. They've enjoyed my presence, you know, my humor and shit like that. They're like, okay, wow, this guy's a fucking comedian, blah, blah, blah. It just sucks. These particular 2 women, they're, you know, they still look the other way. They don't have to do that, still not. And one of them has a family now. She has a husband and a kid. And she's still just like, as soon as she sees me, she's like, oh, with her stroller and kid, like, oh, you're going to turn the other way. It's like, I'm not going to murder you in broad daylight. Are you kidding me? I'm going to do that in the alley. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking kidding. I'm a comedian. God damn it. They're jokes. No. Jesus, fuck. You could. That's the thing at farmers market. I got cool artwork. You can come up and look at the stuff. You don't have to fucking talk to me. Just come up and look. Oh, that's cool. If you don't want to, you can walk past. They do walk past. Never mind. But Jesus, I'm not the same fucker I was back in high school. Even back a little out of high school. Because another story takes place in high school. Another story takes place a few years after. So I'm 27 now, so, that was 8 years ago. Quite a while. Holy shit. It's soon going to be 9 years ago. The 10-year anniversary is coming up, bitch. I'm not going to the 10-year reunion. Fuck that, though. Why the fuck would you go to the 10-year reunion in high school? Who the fuck? Go there and see who's doing better than you? Are you shitting me? And then your depression is already shit. And you're gonna fucking go to your 10-year reunion at high school? I mean, from Maltberry High and just fucking... That not the high school I went to. And just fucking see that David is like the president of like a silicone dildo factory. And he's got 3 Ferraris, 2 Jeeps. He's got a 7 fucking car garage. And the 7th garage fits his monster truck, which is a double-decker. So, I mean, this guy's just, he's slinging dick every time he has lunch, dinner, breakfast. I didn't even go in order. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. After every meal, he's just, during the meal, he's just eating while he's getting his dick sucked. He passed me the potatoes, hun, while his 3rd wife passes him the potatoes. And his 2nd wife is getting the grilled cheese ready. And you're just like, holy shit, you're just super jealous. And you are like a fucking working at the water processing plant. And you're covered probably neck deep in shit. And you're like, yeah, this is what I do now. That was a funny analogy. I like that. Is an analogy even the right word? I don't know. But anywho. So, this bitch. I shouldn't even say bitch. That's so mean. Because here's the thing. If they would come up and say, hello, I would be totally nice back. But I don't have to start a friendship with me. Why am I even... I don't know why. Me recording this podcast is we've kind of redeeming myself because how I didn't even treat them bad at all. I just was creepy, and they were one of the few women that didn't vibe with it. Anyone else, there's a lot of other friends that be like, a lot of other people are like, haha, that's funny, they'd be totally still friends with me. But some other women, not too much. There's a 3rd one too, actually, but that was a small one, and that was short. But anywho, I'm fucked. I'm sorry. Back in high school, this is about, I'm in the 11th grade, junior year. There's this girl that I had a big crush on. I really liked her a lot. A lot. I can't describe her too much because everyone's going to know who it is because it's going to be so... Let's just say she was unique in her size and structure. I'll say that. And she had a very cute, shrimpy voice. So, I would have definitely, I think then and think still now, I would love to eat her ass. But she's, we were good friends, actually. We would hang out, and it started out fine. We were hanging out with other friends together. It was started out fine. And then it eventually became clear that I liked her. And then eventually became clear that I very much liked her. Like, I went to the store, I bought her a nice hat. She was into, like, fedora, so I got her this cool pink fedora hat. And it was, like, flannel pink. It was gorgeous, like a pinkish purple. I don't fucking remember. I think she liked it. She probably has since thrown her away now, probably, I assume. Pretty sure anything I've given her, she has since thrown away or given to somebody else. Yeah, I went to fucking Italy. We were still friends at the time. And I had a trip to Italy. I went to a cool glass shop. It was all cool glass blown stuff. And I got her a really nice ring that didn't fit her. And I'm like, fuck. You put on your thumb. Didn't fit her thumb either. Yeah, thin knuckle. Yeah. But I was nice. That's the thing. I was always nice. I asked her early in the year, like around fall, do you want to go to prom? I asked her, do you want to go to prom? She's like, I'll think about it. She eventually went home, told her mom. And the next day, you know, she told me. And we were like practicing during this whole fiasco, during, you know, a play. And a high school play. Musical. I sang and danced, had a good time. I won't tell you what the musical is because that may give it away. Some people already know. Fuck you. Alright. Well, she basically told me, I want to, yes, I will, sure, I'll go to the prom with you. And she also told me, my mom said it was probably a little too early for you to tell me, you know, like, a bit too early, like, it's fall, prom's in the frickin' spring. You dumbass motherfucker. She did not say that. She's probably thinking that in her head, though. I imagine. Anywho, so I thought we had a good year between then and the leading up to prom. And I'm sorry, my Tourette's is taken in because I get a little bit of kind of a Tourette thing. You have like a neurological thing. So when I talk about certain things and my mind goes back and recounts them, and especially the bad parts, I get like I get a ticky thingy or whatever. Okay. Where was I? Leading up to prom, I thought we were having a good time being as friends. I'm talking and stuff like that, but I know I'm acting weird at some points because I remember I'm catching myself. I'm just staring at her during play practice, and I know it's looking weird. And I know a friend is asking me, I'm like, you're not, here you man, you're acting strange. Are you okay? Not because I was staring at her, because I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, I was just madly in love with her. It's that fucking drug, oxytocin. It really fucks your shit up. Ugh. Now every time I get that feeling, I'm like, yeah, it's that fucking oxytocin, man. Every time I see a girl, every time I'm meeting a girl, you know, I'm thinking like, oh man, she could be the one. She's everything or whatever. And then I go like, damn, man, that oxytocin, man, that shit is strong. This drug is really fucking strong. Because all you want to do is lick their asshole. No. You just want to and eat their pussy and fuck the shit out of them. Or suck their dick and fuck the shit out of them. Whatever you're into, you know. So I'm into both. There is a... You still there? Okay. just gotta look up the screen. See you looking right at you. And apparently, I guess it wasn't going so well. I think she was getting weird vibes during the whole time up. But prom seemed like it was going well. Seemed like we're having a fun time. I remember at one point, I think I know something that happened that made her go, ugh, and made her really not want to hang out with me. Made her really go, this motherfucker. And this is my autism, you know, weird way I think, and you know how I think like, haha, this would be funny. I'm like, I'm also like, I was a bad comic then. I wasn't really good at humor per se. At times I land humor perfectly well. I was super funny. But there are times, that's not, And plus I wasn't good at reading people. Now I'm good at reading people. Very good. But I always stay my distance. Now I do not pursue girls. I wait for them to come to me. And so far I've been doing good. Anywho, still single at the moment. Damn. Dab hit from earlier. That's as cool. It doesn't stay in your lungs. You just cough it back up. It's not like cigarettes where it sticks to your lungs and eventually you get cancer and then you die. You can't breathe too well and blah, 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 blah. Anywho, the fuck was I saying? I did something that she did not fucking agreed with at all. And I thought like, haha, this is funny. We were dancing, having a good time. And I remember also another time too, it was a slow dance. And I'm like, I'm looking at her and I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, just be romantic. Now I'm different. I don't try to be romantic at all. I try to be a fucking savage all the time. And I try to make you laugh, but I don't force it either. I'm not the romantic type. That's not me. Even during sex, I like to make you laugh. It's very rare I get romantic during sex. Usually I like to crack jokes, even right as you come. But anywho. We were dancing and I was thinking in my head, like, ooh, this would be romantic during the slow song. Because it's a slow song, you know, slow, slow, slow. You're grabbing her down by her hands are up here. You know, it's fucking the traditional white person prom dance thingy they do. And I thought, like, just look at her deep in the eyes and give her a smile. And look in love. Now when you think about it, that doesn't sound too well. Just like, see how creepy this is? They're in the slow dance. See how fake this shit is? See how fucking fake as shit this is? No. No. No, 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 no. No, no. That's what she's thinking in her head. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Because, let me tell you, she did not give me the same face back. She was more like a... I'm not picking up the signals. Now I am, but many, many years too late. Really fucking strange. So that was strange. Another thing happened. We're having a good time. We're off to the distance, having punch, whatever, under a fan. It's super hot in the room, blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking at some point, and, we're trying to talk about... She's trying to talk about movies she likes to get the just talk about something, get the time moving. Because now I understand, it's clear now she doesn't want to be there with me as a prom date. She realized she made a horrible decision. She's like, this guy's creepy. He's been looking at me odd. I think he's a fucking serial killer. Who knows what she's thinking? But anywho, I said, like, man, I'm really sweaty. And she's like, yeah, I don't remember exactly what she says. She's like, oh, you probably don't, or like, do you want to see how sweaty I am? I grabbed her fucking arm like this. And my whole forehead is sweaty. And I just went, see this? I grabbed her arm and I went, yeah. Oh, to show her how sweaty I was. No. Wrong move. Bad move. Bad move. I didn't know her too well. So don't do that. You don't do that. Bad. Bad Ben. Bad Ben. You know what she did instantly? She was like, right away. She did not like that. Did not like that one fucking bit. One fucking bit. You know what happened? Her pussy went inside out. Not inside out. I'm sorry. Her pussy went. It just closed and went. And just the lips went completely inward. This is how it normally is. Right? Normally like this. It's got some lippage. And it's just completely closed and inverting. And it's so much closed, it's tight, it's hard as a rock. The area around the pelvic area. It's just like, there's no saliva, no salivating, no... Nothing, no, it's not wet at all. It's completely dirt dry. It's just like, oh my God. Yeah. Not a good move. Not a good move. We were riding the limousine back home from prom. Wait a minute. Shit, now everyone's gonna know what it is just because I didn't have that very many prom dates. God damn it. Oh, whatever. You don't know what school I went to. Unless you're some sort of spy and you're gonna find that shit out. But anywho. Blah, blah, blah. There's no way she's gonna watch this video. But if she does, hey, I'm sorry and I'm not that kind of guy now and I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be a stand-up comedian, so fuck you. God damn it. Fucking hell. On our limousine ride home back, I made the dumbass decision of not... Okay, here's the thing. The limousine was not taking us back to our homes. It was taking us back to our friend's home. And then from there, our parents were going to pick us up and then take her back home. And then I was going to go back home with my mom. That's what was going to happen. So, we were in Lansing. We're driving the way back from Charlotte. It's a 20-minute drive. I never once think to call my mom on the way home and say, like, hey, we're on our way home. We're going to need a ride. Never once. Never said we're leaving, anything like that or whatever. She has no idea if we even left the place yet. So, we get there. Of course there's no ride. And I think, oh, I should call my mom and dad now. Or whatever. Now they'll be on the way. Instead of like, oh, as soon as we get here, they'll already be here and we can get home. And so that way she can get far the fuck away from me as far as possible sooner. instead of later. But no, I don't make the phone call yet. So now even the pussy's getting even tighter. It's like, this motherfucker. But she didn't think to remind me, you know. She could have fucking reminded me. If she really wanted to be far away from me that bad, she could have fucking reminded me. So, we get there. The limousine drops us off. And we're just standing in the driveway in the dark. And it's mosquito haven. And we're getting eaten out by mosquitoes. And I'm like, so I'm just trying to start a conversation. And she's like, can we just go inside? Her friends, someone's still there. And like, okay, we go inside. We talk for a little bit, blah, blah, blah. It's clear. At the time, it's not clear. At the time, right now, it's very clear she's not having a good fucking time. She's hating it. She's hating this experience. She's like regretting, I should have never gone to prom with this guy. I should have went to prom with that Jason fella or whoever the fella. Fuck, I just made up a name. God damn it, my pussy hurts from being way too I mean, it is completely sealed shut right now. It's not letting any dick in for months. It's scared of this guy. So, obviously did open up eventually because she had a child. So, yep. And after that, she did not talk to me at all. During high school, she didn't want nothing to do with me at all. One time I came up to get one, like, can I have a hug? And she's like, rolled her eyes back. She's like, sure, whatever the fuck. And I gave her a fucking quick hug, but no talk, no nothing. They went their own way. Didn't want nothing to do with me. For me, then I was clear that, even in high school, at that point, I realized, did I do something wrong? Or did I think to myself, did I do something wrong? Yeah, of course I did. I fucked up. She wasn't into my kind of humor, and I was a young, dumb guy. It came off creepy, of course. Of course it did. Fucking thing. Jesus, that was long just for that one story. I didn't even get to the one main story I wanted to write down here. It's going to be a long night. This is going to be a 2.5 hour episode probably. Maybe 3 hours. Fuck it, I got it. And I'll have to take another dab hit between if I have to. I'm running low on dabs, though. I need more. I need more dabs. Dabby poo. Dab. Okay. So. What are we going to talk about, man? Oh, yeah, that's right. This fucking... next bitch. The next bitch. Okay. This next girl. I just realized there's a huge part of the story I cannot tell because it's really going to give it away who it is for the people who are going to watch this podcast. Fuck it. There's this place. I'm not even going to say what it is. But I knew this woman that owned this place. It was a big place, like a business. And it had some historical value to it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anywho, can't go into detail. This place has been basically reported haunted for years. And so she called to have some ghost hunters come in. And my aunt worked at the time at this place. And she was like a secretary or something like that. Very simple job. She got paid well. And she had experiences too at this place. Everyone who works there does. So it's haunted, for sure. I've had an experience too.
2 experiences, to be specific. That's a story for another time. I can't get into those right now. But this place was for sure haunted, so we had some ghosts. They had some ghost hunters come in because my aunt worked there. She was like, oh my gosh, she loved, like, she was huge into ghosts. She is huge into ghost hunting shows. She loves that shit. She goes crazy for it. She still invites me to this day to ghost hunting things. I don't go anymore because it's like, well. Anywho, but at the time, I'm like in high school. I'm about to be a senior in high school. And she invited me to come along to this cool, not come along, but just to come and meet these ghost hunters and take pictures with them before they set up and do their thingy, hunting, whatever. I couldn't come along with it because they're professionals. They can't have outside people come along do that because, they got to, fake the stuff. Anywho, no disrespect. I'm just a comedian. I love you guys. You guys do great work. Keep hunting those invisible farts. That push over tissue boxes and stuff like that, which, by the way, does happen, but just don't explain it with religion. Anywho, sorry, I bet you're very fucking confused right now. I need to go into details. So, I was invited to meet these people. And, you know what else is invited? The person who owned that building had an adorable daughter. Very cute. Very nice. Sexy voice. Very sexy. It was kind of deep for a girl, but I liked it. It was nice. That was my first time meeting her, and I realized, like, oh, she's going to be a freshman. And I'm going to be in school with her, stuff like that. So I'll be a senior, she'll be a freshman. It's like, oh, cool, like, neato. Neat, we might have the same classes, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. I don't know why I did the whole ghost hunting setup just for that, and I'm going to go into the next thing, because that's just when I first met this person. And I hate this story. All throughout high school, it was pretty well, because it was just 1 year. Not too much interaction between us. But at one time, it was after school. I was in the play, and I was just waiting for my ride. And I'm just hanging out front of school. Nobody else except the 2 girls. The one girl, which I am friends with now, she loves me. Not loves me as in love with me, as in loves me as a person, as a human being. Like, oh, Ben Davis, he's awesome. We still, if we see each other, we have a long conversation. We talk. We're like, okay, and it's very friendly. It's nice. So that's great. Me and her are fantastic now. And then it was the other girl, which is now today sees me, walks the other direction. And again, was always nice too. Always nice, but came off creepy. So, we were hanging out outside of school, and the one girl that now we're okay, now we're great, good now. She was a little, timid by me, and she was, just a little, like, found me just a little scared, wasn't sure, a little intimidated. And then the other girl, the one that, does not like me now, she, and just through her mother, because her mother pretty much adores me and recommends me to all sorts of vending things and stuff like that. I've gotten a lot of vending jobs because of her. I've vendored a lot of craft shows. That's how I make a lot of my money, actually. I need to get into online selling. I know I need to get into online selling. I will get into that eventually. I'm a great artist, but I'm horrible at promoting myself. Because of her mother, learning my credentials from her mother and stuff like that, that was like her first impression or something. And I've been nice too. I didn't talk very much at all to her during the ghost thingy or whatever during that time. Damn, my nuts are really fucking sweaty. Holy shit. Sorry. Whoa, it's from all that coughing. God damn. Hold on, I'm going to put a napkin down there. Soak it up. Oh. Fuck. All right. You doing good, little buddy? Alone. Sorry about that. So, she told that girl on the bench that was intimidated by me, she's like, oh, don't worry about him. He seems intimidating at first, but he's actually a nice guy. She said that. The one that now, today, doesn't want anything to do with me. And I thought, oh, that's just the time I remember, like, oh, that was nice. That was a very nice thing of her to say. And then it made her, the other girl, think, oh, that's nice, too. And then she, now, like, we're okay now. We're basically not exactly we're acquaintances. We're good now. We talk. We don't text at all, but if she sees me at farmer's market, we have a great conversation. Blah, blah, blah. So that time was like, oh, that was a positive time from her. And then, I don't remember interacting with her at all during high school. Maybe my eyes were set on another girl at the time. I don't remember. Maybe I had a girlfriend at the time. I don't remember. I didn't have very many girlfriends, I'll tell you that. But I graduated. I am now out of high school. And by the way, I started late. I was not held back. My parents started me late. So I did graduate at the age of 19. I was born April 8th, 1993. They started me, but whatever. So, like, at 12th grade, it's 2012, blah, blah, blah. Do the math. April 8th. So, yep, 19 I graduated. Yeah, I'm one of the older students. A lot of people thought I was a super senior. No, I just got it because a lot of students graduated at, 16 or 17. So, yeah. No, it was mostly 17. Yeah, 17 and 18 is probably the range usually. 19 was like pretty much old, a little older. Like, huh, are you a super senior? No, I was not. And by the way, I still have dreams to this day of me being a super senior. To this day, like, I'm 27 now and I'm still fucking in the school I went to. And then I tell my mom, I'm like, okay, Mom, this year, if I fail again, just let me drop out. I can't do this anymore. And then I fail, and then I drop, and then I can't drop out, and it just starts all over again. It's like, dude, I have horrible dreams about school. School was just a fucking... And they're not even bad nightmares. They're just like, I hated school. It was torment. School is a horrible place for creative people. Most schools, anywho. The one I went to particularly was designed to teach you how to sit at a cubicle. That's basically what it was. It made all these weird classes required. It didn't make financial math required, but algebra was. I hated math. Math is very stressful for me. That's another thing about my autism. I cannot do complex math. I can do geometry. Geometry's fine. I understand shapes. I'm an artist. I use a lot of that in my artwork. But algebra? Are you fucking kidding me? Statistics? Get the fuck out of here? Hell on wheels? No. I'm going off topic. I'm sorry. So this girl, I'm out of high school. Let's see, it's 19. And it's about 20, 21. She is a junior or something. 20, 19, 20, 21. Okay, no. She's starting to become... I started texting her on Instant Messenger. I reached out first, and I was just, trying to be... I wanted to fuck the shit out of her. So I was just reaching... No, I'm just kidding. I wanted an honest relationship. I wasn't into the fucking right away. I was a virgin, man. I was a virgin until I was 24, okay? So this is like... I am like 21. And I start texting her, and then it bleeds over into 22. And I remember at some point during the text messages, I'm pretty sure I am... freaking her out a little bit, maybe. Just because I'm saying, like, things like randomly, hey, if I was in high school, I totally would have dated you. I'm sure that's not a good thing to say out in the blue. Especially if it's not too clear if the other receiving end, the other girl or guy, it's not too clear if they like you or not. So, I didn't read people well back then, man. I'm so glad I can now. Now I'm really good at doing that shit. God damn it. So, I'm texting her. And during this time... Oh, no. When was it? It was a while beforehand. I want to say it was like... 2012 I graduated. Because she graduated, let's see, it's 2012. She graduated 2015. I believe. I think. Somewhere around there. And, God damn it. I'm losing it. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I know. This is too much content, but I'm fucking spewing it all out. Yeah, I graduated 2012. She graduated 2015. I'm 22 at the time. Some years beforehand, because I've liked her for a while at this point. And basically, I constructed something for her a couple years beforehand. A few years, maybe. It's actually been a while. And it's something I made that sat in my room for a while. Because I was contemplating on giving it to her or not. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure. I held on to it for quite a while. Like, it was a couple years. Longer than that, man. And, there's a certain thing I want to leave out. I'll tell you later. It'll make it more interesting. Okay, so I made this thing. It was basically like her name in a box, and it had like a rose. And dude, I put a lot of time with it. I twined wire together and made a cool barbed wire because she was a little goth-like. She was a little kind of gothy. No, I put a lot of description in her. People know who it is now. Whoever, fuck it. So, but I held on to it. I'm like, wasn't sure. And then her open house was coming up. She graduated. Her open house is coming up. That's a good time to give it to her. I'll come to her open house and give it to her. And of course, I'm texting her. She invited me, like, okay, sure, come to the open house. I'm not thinking like she's doing it cautiously. Like, sure, come to my open house. I'm thinking like, sure, come to my open house. Not, sure, come to my open house. Just like, Just got your hand on your Glock, on your Glock, just ready. Just like, sure, come in, yeah. Just like you're fucking watching those sticky hands, see if anything happens. Okay, I come to the open house. There's good food. Oh, funny, they have it at the building where where the ghost hunters investigated in the haunted place. That's funny. Anywho, it's delicious food. At one point, we're having a good time. Sorry, I'm twitching because it's coming up the part where I just like, oof, when I look back, it bothers me. I had wrapped up her gift in a neat little boxy thingy. I don't remember exactly how I did. It was a while ago, 2015, 5 years ago, almost 6 years. No, 5.5 years. And what I should have done was just left it on the box next to the card tables, like next to the other gifts, where she just open up later. But I insisted she open up in front of everybody. Not everybody was paying attention. A lot of people are doing their own things, but there's quite a few people paying attention. A lot of her friends. And her mother. And I gave her gifts, and they're like, go. Oh, this is freaking me out. Sorry. Ugh. Gave her the gift. She's like, okay. Opens it up. Cautiously. Opens it up. Looks at it. Turns around because she's like, I don't want him to see my face because I'm horrified. She is probably horrified because she's like, oh. And by the way, here's the best part about the gift I left out. I dated it the day I did it. So she knows it was made years ago. It was made years ago. And now I made this a long time ago. And I've been holding on to this for a long time. And that's how long I've been thinking about you. Because I didn't know if you'd like me or not. And this is how long I've been holding my heart for you, baby. Yeah, I can understand all this shit is hitting her at once, and it's freaking the fuck out of her. And by the way, the piece is nice. I bet it's really nice. But I guarantee you, because you know what she did after that? It wasn't too long. She's like, oh yeah, what? She went to the back room. She's like, I may put it in the back room. She just put it in the back room. I'm sure she instantly threw it in the garbage. Because she's thinking it's probably a cursed object. And he's like, he's going to put a fucking spell on me. So, yeah. That horrified her, probably. Most likely. Definitely. I'd probably say 100%. Well, the food was good at the open house. Having a good time. My mom was there. And at the time, I had bought a really cool trike. A really fun kind of sports-like trike. Not the insane ones. I mean, you have to pedal it. It's not electrical. It is electrical now because I've updated it. But at the time, and it's called a TerraTrike Traveler, which they're really cool. And it's a recumbent trike, so 2 wheels on the side and 1 in the back. And the pedals are in the front. And you sit in this comfortable seat, and the handles are right in front of you right here, almost kind of like a motorcycle, but not exactly. But it's at a comfortable setting. And you just, the pedals, the legs are in front of you, almost like you're on an exercise bike of some kind. One, you're kind of sitting down like you are in a chair like I am in, you know. I'm in it like a regular chair, kind of like, you know, a standard chair, you know. Not like a bike seat where it's up your ass. But what's cool about the TerraTrike Traveler is that you take the seat off and it folds up into a ball. So that way you can put it in the back of your trunk. And yeah, it's a folding trike. It's really fucking cool, but they're expensive, but they're neat. And you can put it in the back of your car and just take it anywhere. So it's like, oh, compactable. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, awesome. So, there's a reason why I'm telling you this. It's part of the story. So I feel like I'm having a good time at this open house. I have my mother there with me because she knows the owner of the place, which the open house is being held at. Delicious food, by the way. I could still picture the food was so good. So good. Good tasting food. It was delicious. Very, very fucking elegant food, actually. Very, very good. Food, expensive food at an open house. This was they had one expensive catering place. Like, this was really well done. I had Jersey Giants cater my open house. That was my cater. I had Jersey Giants. For $50, you can feed 500 people. I don't know. It's not... I don't know. It wasn't that much. We chose Jersey Giants. It was a good fucking price. If you need a catering place, you choose Jersey Giants. If you want to be dirt cheap, do Jersey Giants. It's great. I'm sure there's some other cheaper places, but Jersey Giants, you get some big fucking subs, let me tell you. Holy shit, a Jersey Giant sub, you can, a quarter of those subs can fill you, okay? Fuck, Subway's good, but Jersey Giants they call them Giants for a reason, man. They're gigantic. You eat one, what I do is that the beginning of the day, I'll order one big fucking sub, and I eat one half first part of the day, and I eat the second part of the day. It's like I spread it throughout the day. And it's like, because I usually have 2 big meals throughout the day. That's it. Or one huge meal, and then I'm good. So, yeah, Jersey Giants. She had a elegant, like, this is a top tier. Like, the caterers were there. The Jersey Giant caterers did not stick around. They came there and like, see ya! They left. They're gone. They just dropped the food off to go. These guys came there and they set up a kitchen. They had a staff with trays. They went fucking all out. I had Jersey Giants. I forgot the name of this place, but it was elegant as shit. And this is what I remember, anywho. There probably wasn't any of the caterers did not stick around, maybe. I don't know. But this is what I remember. Really fucking high and stupid. No, they were wearing white shirts, white gloves. I mean, it was... Holy shit, they went out with a care. Clearly, they got money. I don't have a lot of money. Not rich, not wealthy. Do you know why I don't have a lot of money? Because for my open house, we catered Jersey Giants. Anywho. My ass bone is shifting for sitting the same direction for too long. Okay, I need my pillow for my butt. Hold on, I'm going to pause this. That is so much better. This feels so good. Oh my gosh. I should have pressed play right before I sat down so you can hear me go, oh. It feels good on my butt. Oh, I got a nice smooth pillow down there. It's super pillow. It's like a big fucking marshmallow. It's great. It actually raised me up a bit. I have to move the microphone. Let's move up a little closer. Okay. Alright. So, we're having a good time, I feel, at the open house. I eat my food. And my plan is I'm going to eat my food, get my fill, and then socialize with her for a bit. And then, tell her. And here's the thing. I've always wanted to, and back then I was especially really trying to, and I was asking around and trying to learn how to animate and stuff like that. And I wanted to make an animated series. And I still do, by the way. Big time. Back then, hardcore as well. However, did not retain any of my knowledge from the classes I purposely signed up for to take to learn animation because I was too worried about getting high all the time, and I got a C in that class. Anywho. Yeah, I know, I was a stupid kid. I'm still stupid now, but at least I'm better than I was back then. I'm getting better. I still make mistakes. I still fuck up to this day. But I'm getting better, god damn it. I'm evolving into the better me. Every day I jerk off a little differently. So I finish eating. I throw away my plate and stuff because it's all fucking plastic and shit. Whatever. And I go upstairs to approach her. Well, actually, you know what? Before that even happened, before I even got my meal, I was looking. They had free alcohol there because sometimes they'll have fucking alcohol at the goddamn open house for the person who graduated, who's usually like 16 or 17. Yeah, open bar, have some alcohol. Anyone just go up and grab it. They're not checking IDs. I go up there. I'm 22 at the time. I go up there, I'm like, ooh, I want to try some of this wine. And the girl asks me, she comes up but stays at a distance, are you old enough to drink that? And here's the thing, she may have been fishing because she wasn't exactly sure how old I was. Here's what's up. And why I don't realize these things. And I don't think about these things. Well, back then, I did not. Didn't realize how creepy it was. It was very creepy. But I graduated at 19. I know that. I didn't even cross my mind that she graduated probably at 17. She was still a minor. Minor. Minor, 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 minor. I was texting a minor. Not realizing it. Because I'm retarded. Not thinking about it. Because I went to school with her. Of course I'm not thinking about it. I was a senior. She was a freshman at the time. And of course when I got out at 22, she's probably 17. See, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's about right-ish. Because I got started late. She probably got started around the normal regular age or something like that. So, didn't realize I'm texting a minor. In court cases, that at the time, makes me a pedophile. At the time. I don't do that now. I don't text minors unless they are friends of mine. Because guess what? You can check the transcripts of the text messages, and they're going to be full of fart jokes. That's it. I've had a 13-year-old, clearly, she had wanted to text me, this is a fucking gross bit story, but it's just like, being honest, this happened. She clearly had a crush on me, and she was texting me, and I just like, okay, well, I'll just answer questions if she has any, and then if she texts back, like, how are you? I'll say hello back, and then that's it. I'm never going to text back. I'm never going to like randomly text her, and no. If she's like, "Oh hey, how are you?" I'll be like, "I'm good." That's it. I keep it simple, short answers, make it clear that like, hey, I'm not gonna, whatever. And then guess what? She stopped texting me back because she realized, oh, he's not interested. Maybe she was catfishing me. Who the fuck knows? But I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna have conversations with a 13-year-old. That ain't gonna happen. And I wasn't thinking at the time as a 22-year-old that I was having conversations with a 17-year-old saying like, oh yeah, if I was still in high school, I totally would have dated you. And I keep texting stuff like that, like, oh, I'm interested, blah, 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 blah. Not thinking about like, oh, this is illegal. I should not be doing this. I shouldn't even be, honestly, texting her all this. I shouldn't be texting her, honestly. She's a minor. I wasn't thinking that at the time, though. I'm retarded. It was and still am retarded. I'm a better kind of retarded, but I was like worst kind of retarded back then. Okay? So, I go upstairs. So she asks me, are you old enough to drink those? And I say, yeah, I am. I'm 22. I'm old enough. Don't you know that? Or something like that. I don't think she was sure of my age, and she was kind of fishing for, like, how old is this motherfucker? Because if this guy is over 21, then this is for sure illegal for him to be talking to me, and it probably is going to creep me out a little more. That's probably what she's thinking. It's probably what she thought. Yeah, that's definitely what she fucking thought. So, again, I'm retarded. I'm unaware of this. So that probably freaked her out. She realized, oh, he's 22. And he's texting and talking to a 17-year-old. Wasn't even thinking again at the time. So she probably alerted all her friends. Told them exactly what was going on. I came up and I came up to greet her, and she was standing in front of her portraits, and she was probably feeling super uncomfortable at the time and on edge about my presence, and realizing from looking back for all the text messages and all that shit and blah blah blah, like, oh yeah, this guy probably wants to fuck me, and she is, whatever. And that's illegal. And I'm not into it. So I especially am creeped out. Because if she was into it, she wouldn't fucking mind about her fucking age. But that's fucking wrong. Don't do that. Wait till they're 18. What the fuck was I talking about? So I approached her and I realized her friends are around her. Not surrounding her completely, but they're at certain distances, but there's quite a few of them. I want to say like 5 other friends. And they're really watching me. They're really like, because of course she told them, oh, what happened to this 22-year-old creep has been texting me and I'm 17, which makes him a pedophile. Blah blah blah. So they're all, dude, I remember walking up and realizing, like, why are they giving me weird looks? Like, super, like, this one right here. Like a real concerned look, kind of. One really had the eyes widen like this. That wide eye, really concerned wide eye look. Yeah, that's what their faces look like, and for good reason. For very good, justifiably, they're acting appropriately. I'm not realizing. I'm like, at the time, I'm like, that's weird. They're acting so strange. Yeah, there's a 22-year-old pedophile approaching a 17-year-old, one like, hey, just talking about, I don't know, fucking, I can't make up words right now. But anywho, I'm admiring her artwork because it's displayed there. And I'm, trying to make conversation. And it gets not even a minute into it. And here's the thing. I noticed before she's talking to all these people. She's having conversation. Because that's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do at open house. You're supposed to greet everybody, right? You're supposed to greet everybody. You're supposed to talk to them, socialize them, say hello. They're congratulating you, like, oh, say hello, talk a little bit, like, fuck off, go to the next person. Hello, fuck off, go to the next person. You talk and you talk for almost a few minutes. They talk. You're supposed to do that. Talk to everybody. Make conversation. That's what you're supposed to do at an open house. We're not even a minute in, and I'm admiring her artwork, and I say, like, hey, I'm working on this animated series, and I would love for you to be a part of it because you got a good, artistic skill and blah, blah. I got to there. She stopped me. She's like, oh, because it's stuff. Anything you want to tell me, just tell me right on Facebook. She's like, anything you want to tell me on Facebook, right? I went on a conversation. She's like, no, anything you want to tell me, just tell me on Facebook. As in, don't talk to me. Just talk to me on Facebook or whatever, something like on the messenger, blah blah blah. And then she was gonna probably delete me or fucking block or some shit or whatever. But when she did that right there, I realized, oh, I'm not really welcomed here. Right then and there, right in front of her, I realized I'm not welcomed here. She's not been pleased by me the whole time. It's all connecting. It's all putting together. She's been creeped out. It literally hits me about not every single thing. Not even that doesn't even hit me yet. It hits me about everything except for the whole fact I'm 22, she's 17. That part didn't fucking hit me yet. Because I was just thinking, like, oh, we went to school together. Blah, blah, blah. I'm an idiot, remember. So I realized, and I like, oh, and all her friends here don't like me either because she probably told them who knows what. That's what I'm thinking at the time. So yeah, I don't want to be here anymore, and I'm like, I'm uncomfortable. I shouldn't be here. And right away I went to, because my mother was my ride there, and she had my trike in the trunk of the car, and I went up to her and I said, I need to go right now, please. And she's like, well, what's going on? I just said, I just got stood up. I just told her blatantly, I just got stood up by so-and-so and all of her friends or whatever, something like that. I'm not welcome here. I need to go right now. And then she was so flabbergasted. She's like, oh my gosh, because she's thinking this whole time, this person's, Ben's friend. She's thinking like, oh, she's been friends with Ben. That's why Ben goes to. Otherwise, why would Ben go to a person's open house? If she goes to a person's open house, that's a friend of his. Oh, I'm gonna come along because I know this person's friend's mother. Blah blah blah. And then she's shocked when she realized that I'm telling her, like, I just got stood up by the friend. I went to this open house, the friend's open house. I just got stood up by all her friends or whatever, and I need to go right now. Can you unlock the car so I get my trike out and ride out of here? And that's what I did. Yeah. I was talking so fast, I don't even realize if I even said her name or not. I was trying really hard. I almost said her name a couple of times, but I don't know if I accidentally slid it in and didn't even realize it. I'm going to have to go through and check this and cut it out if I did. But yeah. So, right after that, I went to work because I had work after that. I had to go to work anyway. And I went on my phone and I blocked her on Facebook. Just blocked her. And that was my last interaction with her was that moment in 2015. 5 years ago, Now she's an adult, so 5. She's now 22. I'm 27. So every time she sees me, walks the other direction. I have since unblocked her. I unblocked her quite a few years ago, actually, because I realized for what I did and I felt bad about it. But all I did was just unblock her. She can see me in the ether and then block me if she wants, or remove me from the friends thing, whatever. It's up to her. But yeah. See, that's one of those where, like, I'm kind of a fuck up story. I really fucked up right there. I didn't even realize how bad I fucked up right there. But that's a true story, and that's my true story. And holy fuck, we're almost 2 hours in. I may have to take another dab. How you doing, little guy? You explore? Okay. I can't let you go off camera. You're part of the show. Got to stay part of the show. Okay. And what sucks too is that she's a crafter and probably makes other cool jewelry like me, but different. It's probably wire wrapped. I don't know. I didn't see it up close or whatever, and I don't see it on my feed because she probably canceled me from seeing anything. Who fucking knows? But that sucks because a few times we've shown up at craft shows, at the same craft shows together, and we have to just. I mean, I don't look her way. I just treat it like as if she's a ghost. Like, she's a ghost, that's all. I don't look down. I don't do that. I just look past her and look, like she doesn't exist. That's all. She looks down the whole time. She's probably still creeped out by me, I assume. But you know the thing about that, as long as you stay nice and you always stay the nice person, and no matter how anybody else treats you, even if they continue to be mean to you and they continue to look the other way or whatever, and you still always be the nice person, the community will notice. And they're going to notice who's the true, like, he's super nice. What is up with them? Because I always have pleasant interactions with Ben. But that person, who I don't even know too well anyway, because they're not too talkative. They're actually quite introverts. That's another thing. The women that are really freaked out by me are introverts. I could have done those same exact things to a lot of other different women, and they would have been totally like, he's just weird. Maybe they can't tolerate my weirdness or something. But I can understand why it came off creepy. I totally understand why it came off so fucking weird. Especially for the second girl I told you. And that how far apart we were in age. Because the first girl, we were maybe a couple years apart. That's it. So I wasn't even pedophilia at the time. And it was fucking under 18. I didn't even turn 18 yet. Oh, no. Wait a minute. I turned 18 on my way back from Italy. Okay, I did. So it's partially pedophilia too. Is it really still? You're a few years apart. Come on. Anywho. It's not. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I'm stupid. But yeah, that sucks. Still always be nice. Always be nice to your neighbor and stuff like that. This is going to be a long podcast. Okay. So I have, check this out. I bought this a year and a half ago. It's really cool. It's called the Zoom or H1N1 recorder. No, I'm just kidding. H1 recorder. I have no clue, but it's Zoom, but it's really cool. I do this for my portable podcasts, or when I'm talking with friends, playing games, and I'm at a friend's house. I'm not in this studio area. This is what I record my podcast on. This is a super cool recorder. It's about $110. They're really badass. You might be able to get them cheaper somewhere else. It's really fucking cool. It's called a Zoom H1 recorder, I believe. H1. Oh, it's right here. H1N recorder. Handy recorder. Zoom. Nice. But you can easily H1N1. I know, it's fun. But it's great. It's really cool. Look at that. It's fucking, it's futuristic. It's something out of Black Mesa. It's really cool. I just wanted to bring that up. Short. Not too bad. Oh, it's a, it's a little one. Sometimes they're little, sometimes they're relatively huge. Like this one. It's coming up here a bit. You'll hear it. Hold on. Oh my gosh, that's horrifying. You know what's great too? If you play these guys in a row, they're wonderful. Check this out. That felt so good when it came out. Yeah, it's a fun time. I have a fun time, I do, really. Yeah, there's others. Don't worry. Go get your tits in a bundle. This one? No? Oh, it's a little one. I can't even hear it. It's tiny. What about this one? Aw. I didn't capture it good. Oh, that was... Okay, that wasn't much. I don't have too many farts this week, but at least I have that nice long monster one. That was... Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about this one. That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah, I love good farts, I do. Isn't the pressure great when they just come out of you? It's like the ghost of Christmas past from your meal. It's this one. Hold on. That's a little guy. What about this one? Ooh. That's from last week, I'm sure. It was! Alright. I just like that one a lot. Well, there you go. I forget to capture them sometimes. It sucks. I don't have my phone ready sometimes. Or a lot of times that happen, I'm super tired and I don't think about it. And I don't think to grab my phone and record these magnificent beasts. These winds of shit. Whatever. They're legends, they are. Legendary, some of them. I have to find my legendary 15-second fart and share it on here. I might have before in the past. I don't remember. But I'll share it. You'll see. It'll be nice. It'll be lovely. Okay. Got that one out of the way. Dude, I'm smelling residual from those ghost farts, man, from those videos. Okay, this podcast is going too long, so there's a story on here I am going to save for the next one. Because this is already getting too long. Because I need to get to some artwork, bitches. After another dab, because my other dab kind of wore off earlier. Yeah, some of these dabs, not to mention, I have a high fucking tolerance. So my dabs are, when I take dabs, they're I take huge hits. Huge hits of tits. Huge hits, and about an hour, I'm ready to take another huge hit again. It's because I've been doing this for many, many years. My tolerance is high. Some people, it destroys them for the rest of the night. They cannot function. They cannot do anything. They can't fucking even do a simple podcasts that like this, and I'm fucking terrible at this shit. They cannot even function at the level that I am right now. I'm like a god when it comes to that stuff. I can take huge dabs and stand there. Not a lot of people can take huge dabs and stand. A lot of times they gotta sit down. Like, fuck, how do I sit down? I stand out like an upside down Y. Where I put my legs like this. Because right there, it's like I can set. I'm more balanced like that than when you're standing straight up, and it's more relaxing. And it's like, there we go. I ain't gonna fall nowhere. I get high as fuck like this for hours. I'm just a skilled motherfucker when it comes to that shit, and it's absolutely nothing bragged about. It's actually pretty stupid. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna save that for the next pod next week. That'll be an interesting story. You don't even know what it's about, but it's a good one. It's a good one. It'll make for some good content next week. Next week. Okay. We got some cool artwork here. But my stomach is screaming at me. And I got a fortune cookie because I had sushi today. And it was by the way, I love sushi. It's my favorite food of all time. I love sushi. Yeah. These are fortune cookies, but they're still really good. Get your mind set. Confidence will lead you on to longer blowjobs. That's a nice. I can go for that. That's a good one. Chinese word for big is da. Alright. One time I got a fortune cookie that said that wasn't chicken. So, I'm going to take a dabby. I'll take a little dabby poo. This is going on 2 hours, and I'm going to take a dab. And it's going to go on another half hour or so. So just buckle in. Oh. Well, I want to... Because my goal is to at least have it around 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Too longer than that gets a little too disorienting for some people, I'm sure. Especially if I'm sticking around this fucking long. Have you been enjoying my very cute videos? Aren't they great? Yes, that's me in the background. I'm very proud of it. I love to fuck with people. Because you know what I love? That I put very cute this, very cute that. And in the description, it's always turn your sound up so you hear the harp. Or you hear this or that or whatever. It's just full on lies. You get to see something visually nice. And then audibly it's disgusting as shit and horrifying and grotesque and just all downright repulsive. Absolutely fucking repulsive. But god damn it, it makes me laugh so fucking much. And every time I get a kick out of it. I don't even care if nobody sees it at this point. Because it doesn't have very many views now, obviously. I'm totally demonetized. I already know I'm demonetized. Nobody's seen me in their algorithm. But I just love them. And I'm going to keep making them. And so if you don't like those videos, just avoid everything that says very cute. I'm going to eventually put them off in their own series. That'd be great. They're really stupid, but they're fun for me. Oh, and if I get famous from that, that's going to be fucking great. That's going to be hysterical. And it's just more... I'm just going to have more comedy material from when I'm a stand-up comedian, and this will just make more great content for my podcast. All right, and that's something. I'm just trying to get some tunes going for myself. Not for you, for me. I'm going to turn this down only where I can hear it. Alright. That's right, I was going to dab. Dabby poo. Doing a dab.
Dub-dub. Dub-dub-dub. You get to see me cough my guts out again. You ready to do that? Twice in one episode, aren't you lucky? Here we go for another cough session.
You stood there the whole time. I'm so proud of you. They behave so well.
Bigger! Alright, that's big enough.
This is our last syringe. That's all we got left. That's it. That's all. Oh. Brian's got to blast more. If you're in a legal state where you can have cannabis and they won't incarcerate you for mere possession or, execute you. If you're in a place where you can legally have it and enjoy it, my brother's Rick Simpson's oil is only $20 a gram. It's very healthy. It's a great cancer fighter. And where I am from, cannabis is legal. So we're able to sell and distribute it. We just can't do online orders because that's illegal. So if you live near the area,
you're gonna have to DM me. Boo, 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 boo.
Eventually the podcast is going to get so big where I can no longer have people DM me anymore for that because it's going to be like, whoa, too many people. I don't want anybody I don't know coming to my house. I'll have you come to the store that's far away from my house, not down the road from my house, and we'll meet there. It'll be a good time. But yeah, no, I totally need to do online orders of my art. Absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. I'm all for you, buddy. I know, you're like, get ready with this fucking dab so we can see this fucking artwork. We're already 2 fucking hours in. You haven't showed us any goddamn artwork. And I got some artwork. Oh boy, do I got some fucking shit to show you. You wanna have a good time. This crazy person rambling about that weird fucking looking leafy insect shells on his microphone. Tell me if this would be funny. Man, I want to be, when I become a stand-up comedian, when I do a lot of my skits and gigs and stuff like that, I want to come out on stage with a bunch of giant bugs on me. Real living bugs. Safe bugs. Harmless ones. Ones that won't, bite you or anything like that. Ones that are, like more of the vegetarian variety or something like that. And just have them chilling on me, on my head, on my face, or my glasses, and they're moving around, some of them, and shit like that, and I never fucking mention them. And then I do my bit, and I go, oh, good night, and then I leave, and they go, what the fuck was that on him the whole time? I bet a lot of them weren't even thinking about my jokes at all. They're just thinking, what the fuck is on his face? What is that a leaf? Is that, it's alive, what the shit? So that'd be really cool. I want to have a species. This would be really cool to have as a pet. It's called, I forgot the actual name of it, but it's native to one of the Philippine islands. It's called a Titan stick insect. That's not the scientific name, but I think the street name is the Titan stick insect. I think they're the longest living species today on record, anywho. There's probably even larger species out there we don't even fucking know of a stick bug. By the way, all stick insects are in a family called phasmids. Phasmids, which are all leaf and stick insects. leafy and twiggy. And other insects that look like other things. Like there's some that make themselves look like bird shit. There's some that literally look like turds with legs. So they're insects that hide in plain sight. That's what they are. There are other predatory insects that do that too, but phasmids are the number one at doing that. They're fantastic at doing that. That's why some of them, like, there's a species called Extadosoma tiaratum, which is native to Australia. They are also known as the Maclay spectre. Spectre, nickname as in like a ghost, they hide in plain sight. And a lot of times you look at it, not even know you're looking at it, you think you're looking at a dead curled up leaf. It's really fucking cool. So, what was I talking about? Holy shit. Oh yeah. I want to go on stage with the Titan stick insect and never mention it, and it's chilling on my back. And by the way, Titans, the females, the males are large already. They're huge. And they got big wings too. But the females, their bodies, dude, from the tips of their butts to the tips of their front leg toes, they're like 2 feet long. And their bodies are as thick as quarters. Thick as a fucking quarter. Just a monster of a bug. And I'll have it chilling on my back while I do my stand-up. Never mention it. Just it's there. And then just go off into I'm like, well, you guys have a good night. Blah, blah, I'm Ben Davis, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's go, dude, what the there was the, what? This is just going to be a lot of questions. But that's what I love about my humor. I want to leave you with questions sometimes. You know, it's good to question things. It's good to wonder, what the fuck is going on? And then you'll, go behind the back, go around go behind the curtain to get more details. You start to Google more things. You start to read more books. You start to question more things. You start to learn. You start to go on a learning binge. You go down a rabbit hole. Next thing you know, you learn a lot of things about stick insects. And you go, oh, this is fun. I didn't know that. That's what I want to do with people. I kind of want to open up people's minds to a whole new world of, creativity, and just not even if you're not even creative, go and read some interesting stories. And here's the thing, everything you read, take with a grain of salt and make sure it's fact. If it's false, if it's fiction, have fun with the story anyway. Don't just quit reading it. Have fun with it. Just like, the Bible. I think a lot of the stories are fake, but doesn't mean you shouldn't read the Bible. I think you should have a lot of fun with it. You can interpret them your own ways as well. And I also think a lot of the stories are based off of perhaps true events that happened, but interpreted in a weird way. The Bible is just one of many fucking books that came out, and it's one of the newer ones. There are ones that are way fucking older, way before that. I don't know how I got into this goddamn conversation. I just love to talk my fucking head off. I'm gonna take a dab. Hold on, here I am. I'm high and gonna get high. It burned it, unfortunately. The core was too hot for such a long time. And so it burned it. You saw it get a little flamey on the inside if the camera caught that. Oh well, I'm not going to try again. Getting low on dabs.
That is so unfortunate. God damn it. Oh. Mm. See, when you burn it, it gets smoky, and you don't want that. You want vapor of the pollen. You do not want smoke when you dab. That's bad. You don't want it to light up. That's not a good sign. It means it was too hot. I put it in too early. How I hit it with the torch. The base of the nail was too hot for too long. And, yeah, it's a bitch. Where's that fucking tool? One second, folks. Kids, what the fuck are you doing in this podcast? What are you doing here? Kids, what are you doing? You should be watching fucking Phineas and Ferb and fucking My Little Pony and shit. What the fuck you doing here? There we go. Oh, what a waste. What a shame. But it happens sometimes. It's a bitch. Just gotta be careful. Maybe I shouldn't dab during this podcast, Ben. Maybe you should pay more attention. Alright. Let's do it. You've been waiting for it. I'm sorry. So I bought some wooden... I did this shit years ago, by the way, but I'm showing you this stuff now because I've never sold them. And I've been vending with them, and I take them with me every show, and I still have not sold them. And they make a cute pair. I bought some wooden candle holders. Did this a long time ago. Wooden candle holders. They had like metal innards that would hold the candle. The rest of it was wood. I did not construct the wood. I bought them as so. And then I painted a beautiful design on them. Both of them. And then sprayed them with polyurethane. So they're coated well. And... polyurethane. So yeah. Here's this one. Isn't that cool? You're gonna bring it up here. Look at that shit. It's pretty, isn't it? Made this. Yeah, we're 2 hours 7 minutes in. Now you're gonna see my artwork. Yes. I made this bad boy quite a long time ago. It's nice. Cute design. Put dots on it. I've had it for such a long time, I'm only selling it for $5. I signed the bottom. Very simple. Very cool. Here's the metal part that the candle goes in. Oh, very nice. There's that guy. There's Red Boy. Beautiful red. This one's more royal looking. Very pretty. Very gorgeous. It's got green dots. It's got black lines. It's got purple lines. It's got bronze lines. It's got orange lines. It's got all sorts. It's red is the base color. I signed this one too. Is the metal puff where the candle goes in. It's so pretty. It's so trippy. Especially if you're tripping on psychedelics. You'll have a fun time looking at it. Let me tell you. It's only $5. Oh my god, that's a steal. I need to buy more candle holder wooden ones and make more of them. Make more complex ones. Oh, even wood burn some of them. Don't even paint them. Just wood burn them. Wood burn them and coat them. A nice design of wood burning. Or wood burn and paint them. Be a trip first. Get ready for more trippy shit. I'll end with the bowls. I got clay bowls and not smoking bowls, okay? So don't get your hopes up, buddy. Okay. I made these a while ago, too. But they're cool. And they're unique. I honestly don't remember if I showed them on this podcast or not. I really don't remember if I did. I might have. But I'm going to show them again. Fuck it. I made these things called lava lamp pendants. Look at that shit. It's like a level. It's like a cool fucking level. Ain't that something? It's a little glass, like, test tube kind of thingy. It's a culture tube. Encased in epoxy, surrounded by clay. And it's a cute looking pendant. That's a lava lamp. That one. Here's this one. It's food coloring, baby oil, alcohol. Some have glitter. It's really fucking cool. I had a bunch of them, but I sold most of them. And now I'm selling these guys for... Dude, originally each one was like $10. And then it went down to $6. Then $5. I'm selling them for $4 now. I've had these for a long time. These are my last 4. They're really cool, aren't they? It's just the reason why I'm getting rid of them, because I don't make them like this anymore. The next time, I haven't made them in a while. The next time I will be a lot more efficient, better, and a lot more... But these ones are just very... They're cool, but they are ugly. But in a cool way. I mean, none of it's bad. It's still cool artwork. And it's hell of a cheap for a price. $4. I'm not in it for the money, because I'm always making stuff. So, you know, I try to make room for new stuff. And the old stuff I will sell for, because I've had it for such a while. Like, fuck it, bump it down for a newer price. Sorry for the people that bought it a long time ago when the price was higher. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get sales moving, you know? I mean, it happens in fucking JCPenney or any other clothes store. Eventually things go on clearance. Things go on sale. It happens. Bobbity blue. Okay. These pendants I made a very long time ago. And they're made from... they're cabochons with bales glued to the back of them. So a cabochon is basically a nice glass smooth gem that was melted in a glass kiln. And it could be comprised of several different gems, several glass pieces put together to make a design, or however the fuck you want to make it, whatever. So I made them, and they're random looking. So look at this one. This one's cool. It's a cool glass thing, and it's just a bale's glued on the back of it. Very simple. Selling this for $4. All these items right here I'm showing are about $4, except for one. All but one. Woo! So it's really cool. It's got purple, it's got blue, and it's clear. Got clear in it. And it's really, really cool. And I did not crochet this part. I made the cabochon, but my brother crocheted this part. He did this. This is his handiwork. And he hasn't done anything since. I'm joking. Not really.
Here's another one. Very simple. It's mainly clear. One area is blue and the other area is kind of orangey red. That's it. I just had two glass pieces together and like some red and some blue in there, but the blue really turned into a little cloud. Very simple. There's a cool bubble between them. Bubble, 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 bubble. This one's adorable. This one is adorable. So cute. It's a little tiny bracelet. Cannot fit around my hand. It'd be too small. But it's cute. It's a little glass thingy. It's adorable. This side, it's white on that side. It's just random colors put together. I think it was just like a chunk of white. It's not really white. It's got some gray in it, some tan, some beige. And then I put like orangey red and a chunk of like blue glass on top, and it melted together and it looks like a weird arrow. Blue and red arrow pointing down. I am the Avatar. What do we got here? Fucking worms. It's a cute little worm ball. I call him my little gummy worm ball. Isn't that cute? I should really turn the focus up so you can see up close. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that shit. Look at that shit! Move up. Okay, that's pretty fucking cool. I like that a lot. That's a really cool, there's a few gummy worms in there. It's pretty sweet. It's a neat looking ball orb thing. It looks like there's a little, you know, some solar system stuff in there with the bubbles. And guess what? Only selling it for $4. $4 fucking dollars! Because it was simple and it was an experimental thing. But it's cool looking, isn't it? $4! $4! And then awesome. Alright, let's go to the next one here. Here, just so you see it up close, by the way. The lava lamp up close. The lava lamp pendant. Check it out. I bet that's what it's like with the gas going through my intestines. Cute little gummy bears. They're cute little gummy bears. I don't remember if I've showed these guys or not. But here they are. More cute gummy bears. More cute gummy bears. Love my artwork. I love to show off my stuff. Get over there. Solar system. It's a fucking solar system. Well, not really. It's just a little bulb full of fucking little planets and stuff like that, and little, you know, Uranus and Saturn-looking planets and whatnot, and stuff like that. All the different planets with rings and different storms and happening on them, stuff like that. So it's really cool. I like that. It's Jocelyn. We got cookies. Chocolate chip cookies, man. Don't you like chocolate chip cookies? I love chocolate chip cookies. My nephew Braden cannot have chocolate chip. He's deathly allergic to them. Because, you know, he's got food allergies. But you can have that stuff called vegan chocolate, which tastes just like chocolate. And it's good. And it's like... And he loved that I told him, like, dude, you're not missing out. This tastes just like chocolate. You're doing just fine. But I believe he will grow out of his food allergy. I really do sincerely believe he will grow out. Okay, I got 2 more things to show, then onto the big stuff. Oh, gosh. Look at that. Strawberry Oreos. This was from the previous episode. Remember that when I made those strawberry Oreos? Wasn't that cool? Wasn't that unique? Isn't that neat? Yeah. Guess what I sell this for? $4. But guess what I also make? And I'll be making a lot of these too. Because these ones are pendants. But I will be making small stuff for dollhouses. So here's a cookie jar full of strawberry Oreos or strawberry Suzy Q's, which are fucking awesome. I love Suzy Q's. I had cannabis medical Suzy Q once. It tasted so good and it got me high as shit for all day. It was wonderful. Good time. So I'll be making stuff for dollhouses. And it'll be an excellent time. Move this down a bit. So, yep, there's all that little stuff. Because when I vendor, I have everything displayed in an interesting way. And eventually I'll have a tablet of me, you know, all my videos that I, make of my podcast. I'm just going to turn the audio all the way off. Because, it's I usually always vendor at family-friendly events. So it's like, I don't want people to hear that podcast. So I just turn the volume down. But they can see me make something. What was I doing? What was I talking about? God damn it. Totally forgot, man. Brain fart. Brain fart. Oh, yeah. When I vendor... I don't know where it was before, but anywho. When I vendor sometime in the future, those doll houses with the really cool little accessories inside of them, the little tiny lamps, and the lamps have little switches and they turn on. They have little tiny bulbs inside of them, and you can go to places like Hobby Lobby or certain doll stores or Michaels that specialize in little doll houses, where you can get little tiny little plug-in things for little outlet things and little really cool little plugs with prongs that you plug in, and these little lights turn on, and street lights and other sorts of little weird things, and to really bring your dollhouse more to life and shit like that. It's really, really cool. So when I vendor, what I really want to do is make a thing with, it's like a doll department store, or it's got multiple levels. It's a department store. You got the furniture floor. You have this is like all the candies and goods and cookies and stuff in jars and stuff, like all miniatures like that floor, stuff like that. And one of the floors I want to have in the basement, and I'll have jars full of brains and severed eyeballs and fingers and like tongues and all sorts of like weird and aliens and fetus alien fetuses in jars and stuff like that. Really weird shit. That would be cool. That would freak people out. So yeah, I want to do stuff like that. That'd be cool. That one of the floors. Or another floor, you have upstairs in the attic, and this floor is covered by a certain curtain. And this curtain says 18 and up only. And you pull the curtain, and it's all dollhouse accessories for BDSM. Chains, whips, little tiny miniature dildos, all sorts of little butt plugs with all sorts of varieties and colors and stuff. That would be fucking hilarious. Little handcuffs with the pink fuzzy handcuffs. That'd be great. Alright, we'll do my bowls, then we'll end this. Hold on. I make clay bowls. What I do is I take a regular bowl, as a template, kind of like basically for the shape that's going to help make the clay bowl that I make. I take clay and I put it between two pieces of wax paper, a good chunk of clay, and then I smush it, and I try to get it flat, but not only flat, but evenly flat. And sometimes I'll put like a yearbook over it, or a hardcover book, like really hardcover and heavy, and I'll put it over it and like fucking stand on that thing to really smush that thing out and get it flat within the wax paper so it doesn't get stuck when I peel it off. So when it's flat like a pancake, I take that clay and I shove it within a ceramic bowl of the shape I want and the size. And I fit it to where it fits of the inside of the bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that bowl in my clay oven, bake that shit, and when it's baked and that clay is solid and the bowl's cooled down, I just pop that shit out. And it works just fine. The little clay bowl pops out. Thing is, it's clay, oven baked clay. Like polymers, fucking Sculpey. It's great shit, but it's weak. Especially thin. You know what I do? I coat it in 3 to 4 thick layers of resin epoxy. Resin or epoxy, whatever you want to call it. And I make these cool clay bowls. Look at that shit. Ain't that fun? Ain't that something? Look at that. So what I do is, yeah, it's really cool. I set it on a cup, right? Like that, on a cup, face it down over wax paper. And what I do is I coat the outside first with epoxy. And I coat it nice and thick. Right? And I let it sit for quite a few days. You gotta let it cure, you know? And cure well. And then when it's done curing, after a few days, 4 days, I mean, it's good to even give it a week, let it just sit there, you know? You're like this. Just let it sit there. And then, when you're ready, flip that bitch over. And now, you're going to do the inside. And you pour in a little bit of epoxy, and you spread it all the way around. Kind of, I do this. I just, you know, kind of spread it around like that. And it'll take a few coats. And then you let it sit. And what's really cool, and then it's nice and cure, and it's strong. It's tough. Very tough. And when you... I know you're hungry. Can you wait? We'll get through this podcast, okay? And when you... let me look at it, because how I coated it and stuff, the epoxy, it looks like it's dripping upward. Isn't that fascinating? So, I got a lot of bowls to show you. Oh, like, look, here's another one. See? Boom. Look at that shit. Right? Cool fucking shit, right? Look at those colors. Look at those goddamn colors. Holy fuck. It's a good time, man. It's a good goddamn time. But here's the best part. What I love about this. Get ready for this shit. I have 2 glowing penises. I'm just kidding. Oh, you glow a little bit too. That's nice. The best part is that I wanted to get to, I had to pause so I could turn all my black lights on. These bowls glow under the black light. Look at that shit. Look at that fuck. Oh my gosh. And what's cool about epoxy, it's a UV conductor. It's a good UV conductor, so it spreads the UV light through it. It's really fucking sweet. Man, I surprise myself, I do. Trying to get through these bowls fast because I'm getting tired. I want to end this podcast soon, but I want to show you this shit because it's so cool. That one doesn't glow as much, but the others do, I promise you. This one's fucking great. Boom. Look at that shit. Doom. Yeah, ain't that cool? Don't you love those pretty colors? And guess what? I saw these bowls for only $12. These ones took a lot of time and hard time to make. And they're really cool still, even years later. I made these a while ago. I need to make more. There's a lot of different certain products I need to make more. The thing about me is that I always like to make new stuff. Boom. Awesome shit in it. Alright, last one. There we go. Look at that. Fucking hell. Oh my gosh. I really like this one the most. It's really sweet. But yeah, those are my clay epoxy bowls. Well, well, let's end it. It's been a good night, folks. And I came up with a good catchphrase that I'm going to have to end out every of these diary episodes. And I think I like it, and I'll stick to something like that. The wording won't be exactly the same every time, but it'll be pretty much similar. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to share your time. My name is Ben Davis, and I'm far more stranger than anyone can ever describe. If you wish to see more of the madness, please like and subscribe.